Hello, welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of The Sassy Chef and the Good Foodie. I'm the Good Foodie.
And I'm the Sassy Chef.
Well, it's been a while, Sassy Chef.
It has.
It's already the end of January.
It's been a couple months since we've been here.
I know. Did you have good Christmas, good holidays?
We did. What about you?
We did. It was, I haven't been working on my food truck. I've taken January off. And so it's been real relaxing. Actually, I've enjoyed it.
Me too. We took the whole month off. I'm going to get back out there next month.
Yeah, you've got something coming up just next week, don't you?
Oh, our first event back at the cavern.
Yeah.
So excited to get that going again.
Well, good. I don't have anything big until the end of the month, the end of February. But I've got a little small event next Saturday. I'm doing a boba fundraiser with my beverage truck for the local high school band program. So it'll be fun to get back in there, and it's not going to be cold Saturday, so at least we won't freeze.
That's what I was hoping for, no cold, because it's been rough.
It has been really cold. How did your truck do during that really cold spell we've had the last couple of weeks? Do you lose any pops or anything?
No, we didn't lose any pops, but our generator just wouldn't work, so.
Okay. Well, I have neglected going in my truck because I was scared of what I was going to find. And so I finally today went inside, and our pops are all good. Everything survived. I was just in a stage of denial, or I just didn't want to go look.
Well, we keep a little heater in ours by the sink, so it's helped a lot, I think. Otherwise, it would have been. We
did the same thing. We had a little small heater to open the doors under the sink, and so that he could get in there, and it worked.
And I think my pops are a little different than yours, though, because they're just the rubber tubes, so they won't really break if they freeze.
Oh, I've got the PVC. So. And, last year we had a cold spell, and my pops didn't burst, but you live and learn. I didn't empty my tank like I should have. And somehow water came up the faucet and froze the faucet. And blew the water faucet off the sink I guess because the ice expands.
Well, that's crazy.
It was the craziest thing. So, but
I didn't know that could happen.
No, but that was cheaper to replace faucet than it would be to replace pipes. Okay. So, if something had to go, I was lucky that's what it was. So yeah, getting ready to go back at it. New year. New menus? Are you doing anything different this year on your menus?
Yeah, we'll start out the year with a new spring menu and, switch it up again in the middle of the year. And
are you still working on what you're going to have, or do you have any ideas?
We're going to keep a few of the most popular wraps, but we're going to add some more to it. We just don't know what yet, just to give them new variety, and we'll add a few new items to it just to give it something new, but we're still in the works. We don't know. It's hard to decide. My mind's got so many things in it that I want to try. It's hard to pick and then keep the menu simple.
There's so many options, I guess, so many things we'd like to do, but we can't do it all. It's hard to decide which one you want to do.
Because then if you do too many, it's overwhelming to everybody to have such a big menu. So try to keep it small. It's hard.
Yeah.
I have about 12 items on my menu right now. I think that's a good place. I don't want to go any more than that. Don't want to go smaller either.
Yeah, I'm not changing up my menu as far as what I offer, really, but I'm kind of changing up how I'm offering it this year and giving a few more options. So we'll see. We'll test it out and see it. If it doesn't go over well, we won't, and we'll just have to see.
Try.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I am gonna have some kind of little snacky dessert each time I'm out, though, and it may just be like brownie cookies, or those chocolate oatmeal no-bake cookies, or something simple, something really simple, but something sweet people can pick up.
Yeah, we'll keep our 3 desserts. Mm-hmm. They're not simple. I wish they were simple.
What are your desserts?
It's our peach cobbler cones, and then our s'mores panini, and our apple enchiladas. Those are the ones that have been doing the best.
Those sound really good.
So we're going to keep those, but we'll rotate them out. It's just, we just don't have enough room to offer all 3 at the same time.
Well, that's all right, because then somebody they've got that this time. I'm going to go try it. Maybe it'll attract people to you just for that.
Yeah, but the color cones, they always ask for them,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have them. So it's the bad thing about switching them out is not.
Somebody asked me for a cobbler cone one day. I was like, that's another food truck. That's not me.
Because they see us together, so one of them.
Well, and it's a school that you had been feeding lunch, and then I went fed lunch, and some of them don't. I think it's just a food truck. They don't click. It's a different food truck.
I know I miss going to the schools, but it's just been so cold. I just couldn't do it.
I'm going to one in March. I've got one lined up for March.
I do too. One in Manchester.
Okay. Yeah, I think when the weather gets nicer. Although today was a gorgeous spring day.
Yeah, it's gonna just trick us and be cold again.
I
in 2
know.
weeks.
I know. But I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts because I like this weather.
I know. I got to get in my food truck and get it ready for the season. It's hasn't been even looked at in the last month.
Oh, I know. I noticed my flat top did not fare too well and not being used for a while, and it's got some rust on it. So I've got to get in there and scrub it out and get that cleaned up. But that should be pretty easy to clean up because it's not much.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing to get your calendar booked up for the year? So we're at the end of January. We're fixing to hit, another 6 weeks. We hit busier season. Do you do anything in particular to how's your calendar looking?
I mean, I have a few catering things with the food truck, but I mean, we've started off the year pretty good. We had something in January. We have something 3 in February, and then March. We have one in April.
So you're booking up. Yeah. So your calendar's looking good. Yeah. And I've got things starting to come in. And last year, I really didn't do anything to proactively book my calendar. And about March, I was like, oh man, I'm not going to go to have any events this year. But then they just all come in. But I'm trying to be a little more proactive this year. And I've been looking at some places and things to do. And so I found an event up above Murfreesboro. I shared that information with you. I'm going to try that one and see how it goes. And then I think Murfreesboro has those food truck Fridays in the summer. I'm gonna get my Murfreesboro permit. I think and try to do more in Murfreesboro.
I just get nervous about putting my trailer on the interstate.
Yeah,
but I would.
But you don't have to. You can go through Shelbyville.
Yeah, I can. It just takes a little longer. I want to try Murfreesboro more.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my permit. That's what I'm gonna work on the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna work on getting my Murfreesboro permit.
Will you let me know how hard that is?
Oh well, I don't think it's hard. I think it's just you got to drag it up there for the fire inspection.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it was with the Manchester one.
Mm-hmm.
But he just came to where I was my first day and did it that way, so it made it easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
when I did Manchester, I had to drag mine to the fire department. World Outreach Church does a lot of events, outside events in the summer, and they have a lot of food trucks. And
I hear those.
I want to do those. I want to do that.
Have you already got signed up for those?
I need to do because you can't sign up till you have your permit. So I need to get that permit.
Now, is that open to the public or just for the?
It's open to the public. Yeah, it's not a private event.
Well, there's that fine line between what's a private event and what's not, and if you need the permit or not.
I think, and I may be wrong, this is just me thinking, but I think if you go to somebody's event and it's invitation only, and the public can't just walk up, that's a private event. But if you can buy a ticket to it, or if you can walk up to it and it's a public event, like we were talking about the Twin Creeks concerts, I don't think that's a private event because the public can buy tickets and come. Because I know here in Estill, I wanted
but that would still be only to people who had the tickets.
Yeah, but the tickets are open to the public. I don't know.
See, it's just weird.
I know it is. It is. I was one of the churches here in Estill wanted me to set up for a church thing they were doing, and it was just their church people. I mean, of course, it's church, anybody can drive up and come in, but it was for an event they were doing with their church. It wasn't an event they were doing for the public. And Estill wouldn't let me without a permit because they said I was still serving the public. So I think it just depends on who you talk to.
Yeah, that's the same for me with Estill. If I was going to serve the teachers' lunch, I had to have the permit, but it was only going to be for the teachers.
But you can go. But I've set up there for their STEM night and didn't have to have a permit, and that was more public than just serving the teachers. So I think it's who you talk to. I think it's who's in charge and what they determine is public versus private.
And if you're my opinion is, if you're doing something to help a school or church or something, you shouldn't have to have it anyways, because
I know.
we're taking our time and our funds to help and donate a portion of whatever we make to these places and stuff, but then we still have to pay for a permit to do it. So it's not really fair, I think.
Yeah, I think I don't know, in my mind, public versus private is, invitation only, a closed event nobody else can come to.
Like a
but if
wedding.
you can walk up and buy a ticket, that's not really private. Yeah, like a wedding's a private event, or a retirement party at somebody's house, and they want your food truck set up.
And they're only serving their guests.
Yes.
They're paying you to be there.
Yeah, the neighbors can't walk over and get food. But yeah, it is kind of confusing as to, when do you have to have a permit and when do you not,
Or when you shouldn't have to have one.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Well, like, I think Winchester, even if somebody does a festival or something, they have to use permitted trucks, even if it's their separate event, like they do their own thing. They still have to they get a fine. They have to pay extra money if they don't use permitted trucks for that town.
I still haven't decided what permits I'm going to get this year.
Yeah. I'm going to do Winchester because I think I'm going to set up a Tractor Supply more. I keep saying that. I said that last year. I don't know how many podcasts, and I'm saying again, but I feel like I need to.
And it's a good idea. I like setting up there. I maybe set up there 5 times last year, and did one other Winchester event. Like that was it. So it's just
but without that permit, you can't set up there at all.
And then I bought Cowan's permit and set up. I mean, I tried at the Monterey station twice. The first time, I don't know what it was. Maybe it rained or something, so it wasn't very good. And then the second time, my generator wouldn't stay on. So I was there for 30 minutes and left. So it's just like, that was the only event I did in Cowan. So it wasn't even worth having the permit.
I did pretty good at the Cowan event I did, but I fed the teachers at lunch and delivered it to them, and that helped.
I did set up at South with my permit, so that did good. That setting up there paid for my permit.
And see, and I've set up at South, and I have a Cowan permit, but nobody asked for it. I could have not had one, and nobody would have known. So
I think setting up there did pay for the permit. So.
Well,
you don't have to have the permit for the fall festival in Cowan.
No, your fee for the festival covers the permit fee. Now, another option though for in Winchester is the Food Truck Friday Pavilion. Everybody kind of abandoned it and has gone away from it, but they're talking about not charging to have people set up there, and then you don't have to have the Winchester permit to set up there because that's county property. I would love to bring back Food Truck Friday.
Oh yeah, I would too. If they didn't charge, or maybe not even what the amount. I mean, it would be better if they don't charge, but I did like sitting up there because when you have 2 or 3 trucks set up there, it really makes it worth it because people come out and visit them all. And
so maybe that's something I'll call Chris, county mayor, see if they've decided if they're going to charge or not, and maybe we can kind of get that going again. Maybe, if we could get several other food trucks just to try it for 2 or 3 weeks. I think you got to give it more than 1 week.
Oh yeah. But they're going to be more willing to try it if there's not a fee.
Sure. And it was $30 fee. And if you sit there 4 times a month, I mean, it's $120 a month. That's way more than the Winchester permit if you set up there on a regular basis. So, but if they're going to do it, not charge a fee just to be able to have the trucks there.
To offer something to the community.
Yeah, because they like doing that. And
that's the way the place is in Fayetteville. When I was going there, she wasn't charging a fee. You just donated to her.
Really? The trailer park? Is that what you're talking about?
And it was, I don't know if she's changed that or not, but it was really worth it because she offered great water place, electric and water if you needed it. And there's bathrooms there and everything, like all right there. And
so she has like 50 amp hookups? Wow. I've thought about going over there some, but I hadn't thought too much about it. I don't know.
I mean, I think she has 3 spots that are electric plug-ups.
Are you going to go back?
Maybe in the summertime when it gets warm. I haven't been I only went 3 times, I think. And then I just started doing stuff more close to here in the base. So, I don't know. Well, it would be nice to find some new places.
Yeah.
The Tractor Supply Not the Tractor Supply, but the
pavilion.
The pavilion would be great. I would really try that again. So,
all right.
talk to them.
I will. I'll call Chris. I can call Sharon and Chris tomorrow, and see what they're thinking. And maybe we can put it on the food truck page on Facebook for our local area and see if other food trucks would be interested. Because I know several are doing the row, and they're not gonna. They'll, if they're paying for the row, they need to do the row, and that's fine. And I hope the row does well, and I hope more people do that. I don't think I'm gonna do the row, just because I'm not consistent enough. But
that's me. Like,
I like the idea of the concept.
I mean, and to get the decorative permit, then not ever go there and get to set up and not use it, and then the way I understand it's $50 a day to set up with no electric or anything. So I'm not really sure. So that's what's held me back.
I think it's like $25 if you don't use their electric, $50 if you use their electric. I think. I haven't looked at it in a little while, but.
So I didn't even know there was electric.
They have electric, yes. Or at least they have plans to put electric in if they haven't put it in yet. I don't want to speak for them because I don't know all the details. But that was my understanding, that it was less if you used your generator, more if you used their electricity.
I think I do remember that.
Okay. Well, speaking of a new year,
yes,
and new things, we have an announcement to make.
We sure do. I'm excited.
Well, you want to go ahead and make it?
You do it. Go ahead.
So we're joining forces.
Yes.
We're partners, officially partners, legally partners.
Yes. It's a done deal.
It is happening. Yes. This is happening. So
I'm excited.
I am too. I am so super excited. So we're still going to be doing our food trucks, and you'll be doing your food truck, and I'll be doing my food truck. That's not going to change. But we've joined forces, and we've formed a catering company called
the Oak Bowl Catering Company.
The Oak Bowl Catering Company. I like that. That sounds good.
I think it's really nice.
So our vision is to provide meals, but on a more elegant level to the area. Middle Tennessee, I mean, we'll travel. It doesn't have to be right here in our county. I mean, we can travel. Whether it's just, maybe they just need a grazing table, or maybe they need a 5-course meal.
Plated.
Yeah, we can do it all. We can do buffet style. We can do fancy plated and China if they want.
Yep. Make it fancy and pretty, or just simple and drop it off and go.
Yeah, and not just your standard, meals. Some good scratch meals made from scratch, whole, clean foods. Working with them whatever they want, that within our realm of capabilities, which should be pretty broad.
We can do anything.
Yeah.
So we'll build their menu to whatever they want.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Me too. When it's got to get our first event.
That's right. So if you're listening, you can go find us on Facebook or Instagram, the Oak Bowl Catering Company.
And invite all your friends.
Yeah, follow us. Share it so your friends will follow us. Call us for your events. If you have an event coming up this spring or this summer, I can see us doing like rehearsal dinners for weddings, wedding receptions,
bridal shower,
bridal tea. I would love to do bridal teas.
Oh yes.
I would love to do a tea. Yeah, we'd have to have a location. We can find somewhere and do a really nice bridal tea. That would be so much fun.
Oh yeah, I think about that a lot.
Yeah,
it would be fun.
We can do retirement parties, company parties. I mean, it's just unlimited, I think.
There's no limit.
Yeah.
We can do it all. The office, what else were we talking about?
Office
earlier?
Parties.
Oh, graduation parties.
Yeah.
I mean, there really is no limit to what we can do.
So I'm excited.
Me too.
And I'm excited to be working with you. And we just ordered our business cards, so I feel very official.
We really are official.
Yeah. So that's our big news for season 2.
So follow us on Facebook and get all the updates and
and keep listening to our podcast so you follow our journey as we do this, because we're looking for a kitchen, so we're gonna go all in.
Yes. That'll be nice. Something we can do some dinners in there too.
It'll be fun. I'm excited.
Me too.
Well, good luck next week. on your event up at the caverns. I hope
Hopefully
it
it's
goes
not
well.
cold.
I don't think it's supposed to be. Like the long-term forecast, we don't even go below freezing. So,
Oh, maybe I won't even need hot chocolate.
well, it might be like 50s. I think if it's in the 50s, hot chocolate goes well. I don't know. We'll see. Closer to time, you'll know better. I'll be up there at the end of the month, so we'll
We
see.
need to get them a catering menu too.
Yep. Get some of those band gigs.
Yes. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
I think that's it. Just the Oak Bowl.
The Oak Bowl. Not to be confused with the Oat Bowl.
Yes.
The Oak Bowl.
How many times have you been asked that?
I know. I know. I've got a heavy accent. I know I do. And
no, the first day I walked away was like, did we just decide it's going to be the Oak Bowl or the Oat Bowl?
like we're horses. Being the horses, oats.
I was like, I really think it was the bowl.
Well, I'm excited to be back. We'll do a podcast next week.
Yep.
Do episode 2. So stay tuned and join us for that.
More updates.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.